A humble slave I am of an almighty Lord.
In terms of those who we see, and those who we see when we gaze inside of the mirror. And then the second of these shifts that begin to appear inside of the cosmos of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're all sort of cool, we're all alhamdulillah, we're listening, it's all good. Araftum. For a few days we should have been scared as hell about what was taking place and is taking place upon the island here. You see, when rain falls, are we singing in the rain like Gene Kelly? Or should we be crying in the rain to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not manifest something that is there upon the Lawh al-Mahfuz. As one of the great Imams of Hadramaut, Habib Ali bin Shihab, radiallahu ta'ala anhu warda, spoke about this island that we're upon. And every time it happens, you see that type of rain, and villages being flooded, you should remember this statement. This of the teachers of Habib Umar bin Hafid, who makes mention of his son is of the teachers of Habib Umar bin Hafid, Sayyid Muhammad bin Alawi. And his grandson, Sayyid Abdullah bin Muhammad bin Alawi, Ayn al-Tarim. He's the spring well of Tarim in the age in which we live in now. Sayyid Abdullah bin Muhammad bin Alawi, bin Shihab, radiallahu anhu warda. Here's what he said about the island in which we're upon. He said that England, a land he's never visited, doesn't know what. He said the island of England, it will either become Muslim or Allah's going to sink it into the sea. That's what he said. And he's the Imam of the Hadarima, of the Habaib, who they say about him, Yani Yaqra al-Ghayb, Satra, Satra. He reads the unseen, line by line. That's his access. That's something that is there. About this island, cave, does it become Muslim or does it sink into the sea? The good news, folks, is that Allah, the people of Allah Ta'ala, says that this land is good. This land is blessed. And moreover, what they tell you, basically by ijma', that, and this is the way they say, in this age, that the king of England will become Muslim. No, they don't say the queen. They say the king of Islam will become Muslim. And if you ask the people of Allah Ta'ala, look, this is not Ratiyasi nation. Okay? And although it's knowledge likewise bequeathed from the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, they see it. That's what they see. That's what they make mention of. Go and ask them. If you meet them, be sure to ask them. And tell the faqih mentioned you should ask them as well. And give me a phone call when you do and tell me their response, what they said. This is the island upon which we're on. And alhamdulillah, history as it plays out, it'll be good. Usually as things are in the beginning, they will be in the end. And England is the island of the angels. That's what England means. Okay? It's the island of the malaika. Inshallah ta'ala. But it's also the island of Gog and Magog, by the way. the protectors of the city of London. That's Gog and Magog. Don't see who protects London. Gog and Magog, usual as usual. So there are going to be signs for the manifestation of the Mahdi. And the signs for the manifestation of the Mahdi, they will relate to him as a reality, but they'll also relate to the cone in which he's in. Things that you can identify in him, things that you can identify in the movements of human beings around him, and things that you can identify in the alteration of the cosmos, of the world as we know it. And in 3 different degrees. You can mention many signs. What's the first sign of the end of the time? The Prophet ﷺ himself. His life is the first sign. And his death is the first sign. But if we quote unquote fast forward to the age that we're speaking about, there are multiple signs that we could begin at. And for most of the signs maybe we alluded to. And what happened in the early 90s with the invasion of Kuwait on behalf of Iraq. Okay? And mentioned by the Prophet ﷺ, as we said. And that the Prophet ﷺ naming Saddam Hussein by name. Sufyani, called him the Sufyani. Who's the Sufyani? Sufyani is one of the most fundamental signs of the Mahdi. When the Sufyani manifests, then the Mahdi will manifest. Okay? Who is the Sufyani? Why is he called the Sufyani? Because his lineage goes all the way back to somebody called Khalid ibn Yazid ibn Abu Sufyan, ibn al-Harb, ibn Umayyah, ibn Abdul Shams, ibn Qusay. That's who it goes back to. That's his lineage. We all know Abu Sufyan, don't we? He's here. He's the nemesis of the Prophet for a period of time. until mashallah tabarakallah he enters into the fold of Islam. And then he begins to engage the wonderful well of nubuwwah and prophecy. When he sees the Prophet approaching for Fath al-Makkah, he says to Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib, to the uncle of the Prophet ﷺ, لَقَدْ أَصْبَحَ مُلْكُ ibn أَخِيكَ عَظِيمٌ, that the kingship, the dominion of the son of your brother has become great. He says to whom? To Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib. Abbas says, Wayhaka, woe to you. This is not kingship. Innaha nubuwwah. This is prophecy.